What is up, my people? H1Z1 Battle Royale has now an Auto Royale. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, I don't know why my intro is not working correctly. That's okay. So if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell notification. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Mixer, make sure you hit the follow button. If you're on Twitch, make sure you also follow, because we got this weekly mofos. All right, so I'm running a solo today because my co-host, dismount died. Joe, that's the wrong video. Let's see. I need one of those control button things. But there we go. So it's just me all by my lonesome, but that's okay. It's all right, because we got something fancy, we got something fresh, and I gotta make sure that this is also working. Alright, so that didn't get picked up by the desktop, but holy crap, this is so loud. Alright, we turned it down. We turned it down. So H1Z1 is back, it's fresh, and it's going to be just me talking to you about why this game may be actually worth going back and playing. So, first of all, H1Z1 was the first Battle Royale to come out on the scene. It was back, I would say, 2013-14 that we had H1Z1 beta. You could get it for like 20 bucks. You know, it had all these fancy things that people didn't know about. People did not know about H1Z1. So, when it was first on the scene, Twitch just ate it up. It was something that they really loved, and it was something that I tried to enjoy, but it wasn't. It was all right. It was okay. And honestly, after playing it, after having some fun with it, it's still just okay. So a couple things that I wish H1Z1, first of all, H1Z1 is no longer in beta. All right, let's get that straight out of the gun. H1Z1 is no longer in beta, but it still feels like it's still in early access / beta. They talk about how, the gameplay is still in, good, it's at a point that, they enjoy. And that's what the developers said. The developers, Daybreak Studios, that's what they said. And, everyone loved H1Z1 when it first came out. Like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. This is going to be, the next big thing. And, they would have been correct. But then, other things came along, More importantly, the thing that came along was PUBG. PUBG was the biggest contender of H1Z1. I'm like doing multiple things here, so sorry if I sound a little scatterbrained, running these streams. But, it's... What can we say about H1Z1 that we can't say about PUBG? I don't know why this is there we go. And save. So let's start with the basics. Let's start with the controls. The video is going to look a little choppy. Zay, yo, what up, my dude? What up? Welcome to the stream. So the video is going to look a little choppy. I didn't realize when I was recording it that it was having a high encoding issue and blah, 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 blah. A bunch of stuff that I don't care about. But for your viewing pleasure, I probably should have fixed it and then redone it. But so you're going to see a lot of still frames. You're going to see a lot of choppiness in the recording. This is my first time actually doing something like this, because before it's just us talking straight to you guys. But H1Z1 is on the scene. It's something new, and let's talk about some of the like I said, let's talk about some of the basics. So first of all, you parachute in, and unlike your, I will say there, its competitors, Fortnite and PUBG, you know, you go straight out of the gun with PUBG and Fortnite. You don't immediately fall with your parachute. And with this, you know, you actually go down with your parachute. And I still find that interesting, that that's a concept that they kept. You know, why would you keep, you know, the parachute falling in? And you see it in the video here, that, you know, I'm parachuting in. But what's interesting that they changed, before, you know, a plane would go by and then you pick, you fly to your destination, and then, you know, that's it. But now, now that they have changed that, you no longer just fly down or something random like that. No. So what you do now is you actually pick your location that you want to fly in at, you know, whether that be, you know, the map show like Pleasant Valley, all these other places. However, this map is definitely a lot smaller in comparison to PUBG and Fortnite. It's a lot smaller, and another thing is the gas, the safe zone is a lot quicker, because the map is smaller. They also made the gas quicker. Before, with PUBG and Fortnite, you were, I would say, at least 3 minutes in. With this game, you're like a minute and a half in, and you're flying down. So I probably should restart my computer after doing this because it's lagging all over the place. So you fly down, and when you first land, you're already, boom, you're already saying that you have like a minute and like 30 seconds before the safe zone starts crashing down. So you have a minute and 30 seconds to loot, find a car, and then go drive off. What's interesting with H1Z1 is that you're in third person, which I guess is not a problem because that's what Fortnite always is. And PUBG, you have the option, which is why I love PUBG, is you can switch between third person and first person. H1Z1, you can't switch. You're stuck. You're stuck in third person. You can aim down sights, of course, but you know, that's about it. So, oh, I realize why this is probably still lagging, is because I still had H1Z1 open. So now that that's finally closed, our stream should go a lot smoother and a lot better. So, whoops, had H1Z1 still open, which is probably taking a ton of resources. So, you know, so back to what I was saying, H1Z1, third person, not a problem. However, this game kind of feels kind of like crap, in a sense that when I'm trying to like pick up loot, open doors, do basic things, it is so difficult in this game to actually do it. I don't know why it's so difficult. I could be looking right at something, okay? In this game, you have to press E to pick it up, and you know, I'm pressing E, pick it up, trying to pick it up, and it never picks it up. I don't know why it doesn't pick it up. It's something interesting that I don't understand why it takes place. I don't know why it takes so long to actually, you know, do. Not even that, it doesn't even recognize that you're trying to pick something up in general. It just simply just says, nope, you can't pick it up. I even try, like, maybe I have to go like into the inventory, which is stupid, to pick up the item and then put it in my book bag or whatever. And I kind of worked at first, but even still, it's not quick. You know, I should be able to just look around, look right at it, pick it up, put it on, whatever, and automatically puts it on, and bada boom, bada bing, I'm done, you know? And that's unfortunately not what takes place. It's still very kind of unrefined for a complete game. You know, I put that in quotes that they said, you know, this is a complete game. And you know, that's fine that you said it's a complete game, but you actually have to have it be a complete game. You know, it's not a complete game. The game still needs fine tuning, and I don't understand why it still needs fine tuning after all this time. You know, I feel like it's still. You can't say you have a complete game and basic stuff like that has to be fine tuned. Picking up stuff is basic. That's basic coding that needs to be rectified, because there's a pro league for this, and it's interesting that there is a pro league, because H1Z1 was the biggest thing, and I thought maybe that was the time that we'll get a pro league esport battle royale. At that time, a couple years ago, before PUBG even came out, even though PUBG was a mod of Arma, H1Z1 was essentially the first of its kind that was dominant on the market, and every YouTuber, every Twitch streamer was playing it. Now that PUBG's came out, it slowly declined. It didn't get shot at first. It took a hit, and then it just slowly started just decreasing in value because of the way the game was handled. If you play PUBG and then you play H1Z1, you're just going to look at the two. And I'm talking about on PC, by the way. You can't compare the console version of PUBG to H1Z1, because if you do, then overall you're gonna have a bad time. The Xbox version, even though H1Z1 H1Z1 would be superior to the Xbox version, but PUBG clearly still outclasses H1Z1, and PUBG is in early access on PC still, which is hilarious. But it just flows after playing it. It just flows so much faster in terms of just playing the game itself. Everything doesn't feel sluggish in any way. I like how you can aim down sights in that game, switching from third to first person. It's definitely a lot more fun than H1Z1 in that returns. I can pick up stuff and boom, bam, boom, I'm on my way. Even though I wish they turned up the looting in PUBG, but that's besides the point. It's just not. It's just not up to stuff. I wish it was. Honestly, I really wish, a game. I want to see a game succeed, and if it doesn't succeed, then we have to look at why it didn't succeed. So next, guys, we're going to talk about, why did H1Z1 kind of just fall off the map in comparison to PUBG and Fortnite, who are now duking it out for viewership. Okay, all right. So let's start with controls. As I stated earlier, H1Z1's controls feel sluggish. They don't feel refined as PUBG. That is also an early access game, by the way. But now that they said there's no longer early access, is completed, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. H1Z1 looks good, but it feels sluggish. It feels like it's still in beta, because it needs to be quick. To me, when you're flying in a battle royale, all right, and you're playing solo, you're running, you're being quick because you want to pick up everything. You want to loot as quickly as possible. So, aspect of looting, PUBG is better at looting than H1Z1. H1Z1's looting is lackluster. It's slow, sluggish, like I said, because you think you're just looking at it and you're trying to pick it up, and it's not picking it up. It's not recognizing that you're wanting to pick that item up. So, in that aspect, it's sluggish. It's not something that people want to play. You got to get people in with the looting. If they can loot fast, then they feel like they're accomplishing something. It's simple as that. We as humans like to collect things. So when we go to the next phase, and let's talk about the actual shooting. Guns, just a little bit I played with it. I don't know if there's armor in H1Z1. Cause I wanted to record a little bit before you guys for this podcast, for the show, and next time we're actually gonna have fluent gameplay. Not this crappy gameplay, but we're gonna actually have some fluid gameplay. And one thing that kind of just aggravates me, and each game has its quirks, and that is the balancing. So I probably took like one shot, and I was like at 70 health, And then, you know, I wasn't chasing, but, you know, I went to this building. It was a guy on the right. Shotgun me once, because I only heard one shot, and I'm dead. Like holy crap, is shotguns that OP? You know, you just die in one shot, even though you have the majority of your health. You know, if I had known that, then I would play more carefully and not trying to fight in a building. Especially with the AR, the hit detection on the gun just feels off, just a little bit. It's the, I wouldn't say it's the reciprocal, the downside thing, but it just is a dot. No matter what you, except when you take the shotguns, then it actually turns into a circle. But you know, as a dot, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like I'm actually hitting anything, which is a sad thing to say. But you know, the game just needs, it just needs some fine tuning as being a freaking complete game. You know, it's fine tuning and all, but it still just needs, still needs some lot of work, man. I don't know what else to say about H1Z1 in that regards. Into the classic battle royale, king of the hill. You know, everyone is like, yeah, I'm the king of the kill, and you know, you had Trick 2G, and he was streaming it, and then he no longer streaming, switched to PUBG like everyone else, because everyone's chasing the money. But also, I guess there's also personal enjoyment too, and I guess people weren't personally enjoying the game enough to actually want to play it, which is fine, you know. I could honestly say that I could not play H1Z1 as long as PUBG. Now, what I can say is that, you know, PUBG, it does it better than Classic. But I would say, we're going to move on to the next point. I have to say though, the Battle Royale was definitely, the Auto Royale is definitely something interesting. It's so let's go ahead and just give you guys a lowdown on this new Auto Royale. So when PUBG finally released themselves, they said, hey, welcome to our new Auto Royale. Okay, it's like a combination of H1Z1 King of the Kill with GTA 5 with Twisted Metal with whatever. Okay, so now you're on this map with three other players, you know, 4 in total in the car. You're driving around, you're shooting for power-ups, you're getting guns. This is how you get guns. You can't leave the car. All right, you're stuck in the car. That's why it's called Auto Royale, which I think that's pretty interesting. And I love how dismounts flipping in general. That's right, I'm calling you out, Clint. In general, didn't join my podcast, so everyone give dismount a boo. So, but back to what I was saying. You drive around, you shoot things to get power-ups. So you get crates, you just drive for power-ups, you repair your car, because that would be sucky if you can't repair your car. Obviously, medkits, everything that you would get from Classic, but, you know, with guns and stuff. So, and to fix your car. So, there's that. So, the important thing here is that this actually was the funnest part about playing H1Z1. Playing the classic mode is alright, but once you play that when you play the Auto Royale, you might give PUBG, I mean H1Z1, see, I'm getting confused. You might give them a second chance, because it's actually pretty fun. You know, you can team chat, of course, you know, and you know, the people I played with were pretty cool, but you know, I can't say anything about everyone, but it's definitely very interesting. It's very cool. So you're still stuck in third person. Sorry about that, but you know, and you're trying to hit people in the car, which is hard enough to do within any battle royale game that actually has battle royale, or actually has like third person aiming down sights. It just seems like that mode though is actually pretty fun, and actually I would go back to play H1Z1 just to play that mode, just because it's fun. You guys to be a driver or you can be a passenger, as you see in these terrible video. It's more like I'm about to say it's more like a slideshow than an actual video. But you know, you have different tiers of weapons, which is interesting. You have, you know, common, rare, legendary, golden legendary. You know, you have those, and what's interesting is that, you know, it's random, but of course, like any other battle royale, you play on the objective of, you know, do you want to go and actually get that golden, you know, that golden gun or whatever? Do you want to go get that purple? But the boxes don't tell you what gun you can get. It's kind of it's randomized, but you can get some fairly decent loot. I don't feel, you know, I don't feel cheated whenever I get loot from H1Z1. You know, I don't feel like the game is trying to screw me over like it does with you know, everything else. So so what I would like to see is what I would like to see is maybe, I don't know, maybe I would love to see a battle royale where you're just oh my gosh, dismount. What I would like to see, so Dismount decides to join us today after 10 years. What do you mean you didn't get reminded? I said it earlier today. No, my gosh. I even send it, Dismount, are you hopping in in the chat, in the admin? Yes. Yes, I did dismount. I'm looking. I said dismount, you hopping in the admin chat. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh-huh. All right, let me make sure the desktop audio is being picked up. Of course it's not.
How's my mic sound?
Now it is. Sounds clear as the ocean.
That's that Yeti with a pop filter on a mic stand.
I don't know why my Wi-Fi keeps changing off the thing. But anyway, so I was just winging it with this H1Z1 stuff. So I was, as you can see, oh damn it, Dismount, why did you mute yourself? That mic can pick up everything.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
So let me add your picture onto the thing now, because you know, I did all this hard work.
I mean, you could do it by yourself if you want to. That's fine.
No, Dismount, we're already live. We've been.
We're live right now.
Yes, Dismount. I've been live for like 22 minutes.
Oh, well, geez.
I mean, it's gonna be relatively short because there's not too much to talk about with H1Z1, except for, you know, it's now no longer in early access, which doesn't mean a damn thing. So. And I think I hear my wife just laughing at me. So that's the story of my life. But so H1Z1 said they're out of early access. You know, they're no longer, you know, that the scrub early access games like PUBG and Fortnite. And you know, I played some of it, and it still feels like it's in beta or alpha. So the video that I have playing, which looks badass, by the way. If it wasn't when I was recording it, you know, saying high encoding bullcrap the entire time. We actually have a fluent video because this is our podcast now. Dismount. This is no longer a podcast. This is a show. This is a TV show produced by MTV. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want them producing my crap.
We can't get anybody better than MTV.
Nah, as of right now, no.
that's our top of the ladder right now.
Right. Next steps is to get on the Discovery Channel or PBS. Actually, no, that's terrible. Discovery Channel would be cool. The gamer in its natural environment. But what would have happened is a fluent video that is playing above us. If you look on the stream, and you know, it'll look awesome. But you know, have you played H1Z1 Dismount? If you haven't, I don't blame you, because why would you?
I never played H1Z1. if it's the one I'm remembering, wasn't it the one that kind of spawned off of the what was that game? Uh, Arma 2, the
No,
Arma
it's
2
PUBG.
mod, huh?
PUBG was a mod of Arma,
Oh, so that
but
was the one
the
that was the zombie mod.
yeah, but
No,
this
H1Z1 was the zombie mod for Arma. It's made by the same people.
yeah, it's the same people that made PUBG also made H1Z1. But I know PUBG is a maybe it was H1Z1. I don't
It
know.
was H1 because
No one
the mod
cares.
for Arma was the zombie one, and that's what H1Z1 I guess originally started off as.
Okay, then you might be right. But the point is, Dismal, no one wants to play this game anymore.
It was good for its time. It got a a genre of game started, and I mean look at what it's evolved into. It's just like anything else. I mean, you have that first one that's never that great, but then it spawns other people kind of adding on to the idea of what you started, and you get some really great stuff from it. So H1Z1 has its place. Um, I don't think it was a great game, but it definitely spawned a subculture. So I mean, we can be thankful for H1Z1 to start off the whole uh, battle arena, not battle arena. What do they call them?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale type games.
I don't want to give him that credit. No, H1Z1 started off fine. It just was trying to do too much. It was trying to be a survival game as well as this battle royale. And I mean, people like the survive. I think the survive is still available. I'll have to check. But it's some things that were weird is like when you get shot, you bleed out. That's stupid. No one wants to play a game where you're bleeding out unless you get downed. Then that's okay. But
Well, there's
another
another game like that that just recently popped up. That's the same way. Escape from Tarkov,
never heard
where
of
if
it.
you don't if you don't patch up your wounds, like it's a super realistic. Like it's a little bit different than the battle royale type. You like spawn in, and like everybody like kind of spawns in the server at like different times, and basically there you spawn in, and there's really no objective except for to get to the extraction zone with better stuff than what you came in as or came in with, so that you would have that for the next time that you go and you have that better gear. But it's not. There's no circle shrinking. There's no nothing. I played it a couple times before I got my new PC. I'm gonna re-download it and play it again. But um, you basically spawn. I spawned in one map. It was nighttime, and I
Hmm.
literally just crouch walked all the way to the extraction point. I didn't pick up anything. I didn't see anybody. I heard some people. I never saw anybody, but I literally just like crouch walked all the way to the extraction and extracted and got penalized for it. You're like, you did not stay in the map long enough. I was like, oh, that's like, so I only got like 0.25% of my XP from walking.
I mean, that sounds like something like Hunger Games. Like these games are kind of like Hunger Games. You drop in and whatever. But I actually want to have like a survival like game like Hunger Games. Where you just drop in randomly and let's see. Nope.
Already got it.
Oh, sweet. Send him to the spam bucket. But I mean, that's kind of like what I expected it to be. What you just said, But I kind of want just like a survival, like ongoing. It's not like round one goes to blah blah blah, round two blah blah blah. I want to see actual like you're surviving, and it is realistic, but it's not like a round by round basis. It's kind of just a server where you're just surviving and killing people. But it's not like Rust or Ark where stupid dinosaurs coming out, and like, no, you're surviving. Even if you die, you don't get to pick up your stuff. You start over. You can't pick up anything. You can't you can raid people, and then there's like drops at the specific location and just have people like duel it out, max like 12 people in a server or whatever. Something like that this month. I want something good. I'm tired of these early access battle royale games. Someone come out with a complete game that's not H1Z1.
You should check out that Escape from Tarkov. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of similar to what you were just saying, like you wanted in the game, and you spawn in, and I mean, you can stay on the map as long as you want to until I think the server closes, and I don't know what the time limit is on it. Um, but it's still got the looting. You go out and loot for new gear and stuff, and then as you kill people, you can pick their stuff up, and if they spawned in with good gear, then you can get some good stuff. Um, Catch is if you die, everything you picked up is gone. Like,
Right.
so the next time you spawn into a server, you don't have it anymore. But if you make it to the extraction zone with your stuff, then next time you spawn in, you can choose to take that stuff in with you.
That's what I want. Something that's fresh, new, not these Fortnites. I don't get why people. I mean, that's for a different discussion because I kind of want March to be the month of battle royales. But Fortnite, oh my gosh, people are just up Fortnite's butt, and it's not even that good. I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna start some controversy, Joe. Dismount. It's not good. People need to stop saying it's good.
It's PUBG, or Fortnite is to PUBG what Paladins is to
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's except it's not a complete ripoff because you can only stay in third person, which is stupid, by the way. I feel like these games need to just get away from the third person, make it first person, and it's we'll have a discussion about that and why, even though it probably is more fun on PC, it's definitely not as fun on console. Because when you watch like some of these highlights, these people are just building like an entire mansion in like 10 seconds, and you try to do that on console, and it's like, good luck, buddy. You're probably gonna crash out of the game or something. So, so it's definitely Fortnite's definitely, I would say, has better loot, but more unbalanced weapons than PUBG. I feel like PUBG actually probably has the most balanced weapons.
Well, it's also newer though.
It is newer, but all the streamers just are just sucking of a Fortnite teat because they're like, "Oh, Fortnite's so much better than PUBG," and I'm like, "Get the heck out of here!" Someone's just paying you to say that. Epic's just paying you to say that.
The one thing I do like about Fortnite over PUBG is that it has the single player / co-op mode,
Right.
the survival, where it's like a wave of uh, zombie type stuff.
Yeah, kind of like
And what?
7 days, kind of like 7 days to die.
Kinda, except for it's just like straight up tower defense. Like you have an objective, like you have to secure this bus so that it can like take off, and
Right.
there's just like waves of zombies that come at you, and you have anywhere between 1 and 4 people defending it off, and it's a lot of fun. If I mean, I don't really see how PUBG could incorporate something like that in their stuff, but um, it's definitely I enjoy that. I'm not a big fan of the whole battle royale genre, um, but I do enjoy it like that. Like I paid the whatever it was, $30 or $40 for the game, and then like 2 days later they announced that it was going to be free later on this year, which really made me angry. But
But then you get like don't you get extra stuff though since you paid for it?
yeah, there you got like some. It wasn't. Well, I guess it was good. It was good for the single player stuff because you got like more points and stuff to spend on your attributes, and like your the way it works is really weird. You have like people that assist you and help you in making better guns and lower the cost of doing that kind of stuff. So you got more points to spend in that, and I don't know. There's some other stuff, but like everybody at this point has that because you had to pay for the game up to that point. So it really doesn't give you an advantage until later on when the free version comes out.
Right. Honestly, I want like a horde shooter, kind of like how Killing Floor 2 was, except actually better. I mean, gameplay wise, it was interesting because you could pick different characters, but overall it got monotonous because it was the same maps and the same boss. And
Yeah,
I feel like a game like that needs at least 5 to 10 bosses or something like that.
yeah. The thing I think Killing Floor really failed at was the lack of content. Like you said, there was
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 maps, and it was like the same boss, and
And the first game only had one boss, so
yeah. if they would have had more content, would have spent more time on the content, I feel like that game could have been really good because I got it for free when it was free on PlayStation Plus, and I played it and like I'm like, oh, this is really fun. And then I started playing with people that had played it before, where we actually got to the boss, and I was like, every time we got to the boss, it was the same thing. It's like, okay, well, this is really repetitive and just grindy, but
Right.
The concept of the game was really fun, but like you said, it just lacked in content.
Yeah, that seems to be a lot of games' downfall. I mean, that seemed to be the H1Z1. H1Z1 to me just didn't adapt and didn't refine their controls. When I just played it just a little bit ago, it took me forever dismount to pick up a darn helmet or a gun or whatever. It was so stupid how sluggish and just unrefined it felt just to do the basic looting. You know, if you can't do basic looting, unfortunately no one wants to play your loot game. So, you know,
No, that's on console, isn't it? H1Z1.
I know it was on PC. I was playing on PC, and
was it just PC only?
Yeah, it's only PC.
Didn't they have plans to release it for console?
Yeah, at some point they were going to release on console. That probably will never come to fruition because everyone's playing Fortnite and PUBG.
Yeah, true.
So, I believe originally PUBG was going to be on PS4, but of course Microsoft probably sweetened the pot, so it's only on Xbox. But
the last thing I saw with that was that they're still planning on porting it to PS4, but it's because basically Microsoft paid them more money. I'm guessing PS4 is down the road a little bit, so.
yeah, and PS4 probably wanted more quality out of them than what is currently. Like, if you look at Xbox gameplay and then you look at PC gameplay, it looks like you're playing alpha versus the completed game, in my opinion. Like, that's how bad it is. Because I played it on PC just a week ago. Like, holy crap, this game is so much better on PC than Xbox. I don't know if I can go back. I can, but it's just... I mean, that's the problem because you got that paywall that you get with, with consoles, because you have to pay them to I think there's like some porting or whatever, so make sure it actually runs smoothly, where PC, it's your own stuff essentially. So you know what's going to work and not work if you tested it well. So I don't know, H1Z1, have you seen any Auto Royale? That's what the main thing I was going to bring up is the Auto Royale, and it actually is pretty fun.
Auto Royale?
Yes. So it's like the King of the Kill. No. You know how awesome that would be, just have a Transformer Battle Royale. I would play the hell out of that game. But no, so you're in a team of 4 and you're in a car. You can't leave the car. And you just drive around, and everyone starts with a gun, luckily, and you just shoot boxes, and it'll have like a random drop, such as like a car upgrade or a car repair or guns and bullets. And luckily, the guns come with the bullets. You don't have to actually shoot extra crates to get bullets. But so you do all this, and it's just like Battle Royale, but you're driving around in a car. It can only be in a car, which is fine, but the only issue I have with it is that you can only stay in third person, which actually I think that's a benefit when driving around a car and trying to shoot people, because trying to shoot someone in first person while driving a car is like trying to pull your own teeth or trying to do surgery on a roller coaster. It's
like Grand Theft Auto when they did the whole first person thing on the next gen consoles, and trying to like shoot out the car while you were doing first person was terrible.
Yeah, it's first person in cars when trying to shoot and do drive-bys just does not mix, because your screen is just shaking all over the place, and your reaction time has to be, your aim actually has to be way above average, in my opinion, or you just get really lucky. So that's what I feel like takes place with the Auto Royale, but it was actually pretty fun when I was playing it. I enjoyed it more than the regular King of Kill, so I feel like Auto Royale will probably be king. I feel like that's what everyone's going to play, but there's going to be people that like to play the original King of the Kill, which those people are just dedicated fans probably, and they just want to get those Twitch follows. But I mean, overall, the game is just get it. I would say I would recommend get it when it's like super discounted and get the Auto Royale. But other than that, PUBG's better. Fortnite's better. It's easier to loot, easier to play, and if you don't like battle royale games or thinking about getting into the battle royale genre, then start with, actually, I hate to say this, but start with Fortnite because it's free to play. Unless you have cash to burn, then get PUBG on PC. If you don't have a PC, you only have Xbox, then I guess get it on Xbox. But remember, Fortnite's free to play, which is why it's probably killing PUBG. And I put killing in quotes because I'm pretty sure Epic's paying a lot of streamers to say that PUBG sucks. So, could PUBG do another game mode dismount? I don't know what the heck it would be. They should just copy H1Z1, just do an Auto Royale. Screw it.
Yes, there you go.
So, or like a boat royale. Everyone's just on a boat, just driving around.
There you go. Just out in the open sea. It'd be like Assassin's Creed, where you were Assassin's Creed. What was it, 4, where you're out in the ocean, like blowing up other ships.
No, it was a 3-2, I think. When you're like the American Revolution or something like that. But yeah, I think it was in 3-2.
I never made it past like the tutorial part of that game.
I played like a quarter of that game. I got past the tutorial where it turns out you was working for the Templar. Spoiler alert: your dad's a jerk. So like every other video game, but no, it's just. I actually would like to see like a actual like battleship where you're on a crew of people and you're just launching cannons. Someone's driving the ship, all Pirates of the Caribbean style, playing the Pirates of the Caribbean music while you're trying to shoot down other boats and looting them. Or like you can what's the term when you're not ramming, but I guess sieging the boat and you're just killing people and looting their cannons and gold and stuff.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So, but this stream is going to be relatively short. Any final thoughts on the Battle Royale genre or H1Z1 in general?
Battle Royale needs to die. I would like the Battle Royale genre if you... I think the thing I don't like about it is the whole looting aspect where you have to go loot to be able to fight in it. Because what happens to me is I'll go loot for 10 minutes and then die at like 11 minutes into the game.
Right.
If you could just, like Call of Duty, pick your weapons you start off with and go, I would probably play more Battle Royale games.
That would actually be pretty fun. Oh, then you like Auto Royale because you just go with your guns. You actually have guns to begin with. So
see, that'd be good. I like that. So the whole car thing because I can't drive for shit on video games.
Well, luckily you don't have to drive. Someone can be your designated driver.
There we go. DD. I love it.
So, but yeah, Battle Royale. I think it's new, so it's unrefined still. Even though it's been like several years since we have H1Z1, but it takes a while to develop a game, I guess. And PUBG just needs to fix their crap. And overall, it's okay. The Battle Royale genre is all right. It could, it could be a lot better. It could not be in frickin' beta every game. I think that's what we need is an actual game built from the ground up for Battle Royale and is complete. It's not early access. It's not any of that crap. It's just complete. And there you go. And we're done. We can actually enjoy a complete game and then build from there. Not make an early access game. Now it's an esport. Now everyone's waiting for content and there hasn't been any updates. PUBG.
If you want to see our podcast on early access games and how we feel about those, go ahead and feel free to check out the playlist.
Exactly. So I'll have a card.
We all hate early access.
Right. I'll have a card to that somewhere on YouTube. It'll be a card somewhere telling you to do that. But big things are coming to this channel. Beyond the Pixel may not be here. Well, it won't be on this channel. It'll probably be on its own channel. So stay tuned on an update on that. But I was King Shaka, your host. I want to thank Dismount for finally coming halfway through the stream.
Hey, I pulled a Joe today.
He pulled a Joe, except he wasn't making any hamburgers. Fortunately, Joe couldn't be with us for some reason. He never said why. But we hopefully will be on here in the next stream. I will not be on the stream next week. So if Dismount, you want to run the stream, that's fine with me. But I will not be here because I will be out of town for business. So Dismount will most likely be running it, or there will be no stream. Either or, I really don't care.
We can't have another week with no stream. I'll run the stream next week.
Right. So Dismount will be running it. He'll be hosting it. I'll still probably create a thumbnail for it. Just put Dismount's face where my face is, and
I got my new C920 HD webcam, and I should have a green screen up by this weekend. So,
ooh, Dismount's just flipping skyrocketing with this production quality. It's freaking crazy. So we're just all going to be on a desk like mine, and it's going to look amazing. That's what we need to test next is webcams and stuff. So, all right. See you guys next time.
Peace.